Hi, I'm Donna with Donna's Things, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for taking your time coming to see what's going on this side over here in Donna's sewing room. I really do appreciate it. Of course, if you have been here before, you are returning. You've been so supportive. I thank you. My heart is really feeling blessed that you would even take the time to do that. I do appreciate it. So, hello, everyone. I am here today. It's not my normal day for a video, but I want to talk about this girl right here. Of course, I did participate, not heavily, but I did participate in the new look pattern sale where we would where we still are able to get these patterns for 99¢. I did purchase a couple of them, and I did make a comment. There were like 3 that I said I wanted to go ahead and get made. I didn't show all of my patterns, even though it was only 15 of them. I didn't show all of them, but this new look 6096, new look 6096. This is the back where you can pretty much see the line drawing. And I was interested in making version A, this one right here. I like dresses that fit under the bodice. I guess they call it an umpire waist, but I like dresses that fit under the bodice like that. However, looking at this dress on the mannequin, now granted, this mannequin is not my size. I do have one that I can adjust, but that's not the one I'm using today. This mannequin is not my size. So normally when I put my clothes on her, on it, they're baggy. You know, they look kind of baggy because I am larger than the mannequin. When I look at this thing on this mannequin, I'm tickled because it just makes me think that it's a little girl's dress. When I look at it, it looks like a little girl's dress. But trust me, it fits, and I'm going to show you some pictures of it. This green, this is, I don't know the exact green. It has like a yellow hue to it. But this is a stretch poplin, and it's really nice. It has a gorgeous feel to it. The weight is nice. It's drapey enough. But let me tell you something about this pattern. I looked at it to see what size I should cut. And because I'm thinking I should cut the 12. Now, when I look at the regular size chart, a size 12 has a bust of a 38. I'm 38.5. And it has a bust, a waist of, wait a minute. I'm sorry, I'm reading it wrong. The size, wait a minute, the bust, okay. The size 16 has the bust of a 38 and the waist of a 30, the hips of a 40. Well, the hips would have been fine, the bust would have been fine, but the waist itself being a 30, I got a little extra right there, so I'm more closer to a 34. But when you look at the finished garment measurements, which is what we all pretty much go by, the bust on the 16 would have been a 49.5. Well, of course, that's way too big. And the bust on a size 4 would be a 41. So I'm like, wait a minute, this dress got to be kind of on the baggy side. So maybe I shouldn't do, I should kind of go in between. And I did. I cut the size 12, which should have given my bust a finished measurement of 45.5. So I'm figuring because it has elastic, I really can't go wrong. The other thing that I looked at, this is where I made a mistake. The length of it, I knew it was going to be kind of short because it's, you know, right at the knee on the pattern. View A, yeah, it's actually above the knee. Well, I didn't want it long because this was going to just be a summer dress. I'd throw on some sandals, whether they have a little heel or some flats, and I would be okay. You know, put some biker shorts up underneath for just to have something under my dress, even though I wear slips, you know. But I said I cut the dress 2 inches longer, but I made a mistake and I measured from the top piece of the pattern. I know that from my waist to 22, it's right under my knee. And so I did from the top of the pattern down to the 22 and added a little bit more. It did not dawn on me until I started sewing it that the top of the pattern is not the waist, it's under the bust. So I was like, it's going to end up being at my knee or a little bit above my knee anyway. But I went on and made it. Very, 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 very easy sew. The front and back are the same pieces cut on the fold. You know, you got one piece cut on the fold twice, but you do have a bodice front, you do have a bodice back, and you do have whichever sleeve. Now the sleeve is put in, you know, the raglan style, so you got your seam here, but I just think it is so adorable. Now, depending on how tight you want it or how much you want it to drape, you can measure your elastic like that, because you can do this on the dress. I should have taken a picture like this, but I didn't. But you can do this and it still looks really cute. I don't really wear things off my shoulder like that, but I don't mind it being a little bit wide here. The next time I make it, this is kind of short for me, so the next time I make it, I will add about 1 inch to the bodice at the bottom to give it a little bit more length, because this fits right here. I would appreciate it tucking under instead of just right here. But this is what it looks like here. Here's the side. You can see the way that sleeve does. It's really cute. It's really cute. And then, of course, the back. You got, you know, the elastic continued around the back. And the waist has elastic also. Let me put it down right. So, not the waist, but right up under the waist has elastic also. So, I do like it. I like it a lot. And after I put it on, I liked it even better. This is one of those styles that you have to wear it, for me, to really appreciate it. Then I was thinking about making a belt out of the same fabric, but I remembered I had some belts that a friend of mine picked up for me, and this one was in their perfect color with this design that it has on here. Let me come a little bit closer. So here, so the brown, this design it has on here, and so I'm able to put it on, but without it, let's see, it's so easy to make. The front is on a fold, the back bodice is on a fold, so easy. But you see how here's the bust where I would appreciate. Now, if I wanted to wear it low cut, I could pull it under the bust here, but I didn't do that. So see how it sits here. Not a whole lot of elastic. I'm going to talk about that. You can see that, you know, there's the elastic. But I will tell you, if I had done like the pattern said and went by that garment size 4 with the 41 bust, I would not have been able to get in this dress. This is a 12. It would not have hurt if I had cut that 14. The 16 might have been a little loose. because all of this part fits me really nice. The 16 would have been a little loose. I could have cut the 14. So please, if you make this dress, make sure you measure the length from the neck of the bodice to the bottom part of it, because like I said, this is the 12 that's kind of short for me. And then the back really isn't bad, but the front is. And I was looking at this dress on the mannequin, and I said, now I like to sew at night, but was I asleep? Actually though, it's really cute. It came out really nice. This fabric does not fray, so I double stitched because the poly poplin is a little knit. It has a little stretch to it, but I've sewn it lots of times. I have several things in this fabric. But what I did on this one, because you guys know I don't like changing my serger thread, I double stitched every seam, and then I used my pinking shears. So it's still really neat up under there. You know, if you don't serge and you're not worried about fraying at all, that still gives you a really nice look. I did it inside here, you know, on the sleeve and everything. Well, can't really see it that well. I'm always showing things really messy. But there's 2 stitches everywhere, 2 seam lines everywhere, you know, stitched double. And then I use the pinking shear to, you know, to finalize it, to clean it up. Now, I was watching the videos, and Nancy was running with scissors. She tickled me because she bought this pattern, but she said it, you know, makes her think about a nightgown. And I was like, Nancy, I'm saying this while I'm watching it. I'm like, Nancy, you are so right. Look at her. She looks just like one of them 1940s nightgowns that, you know, you would have had your cotton nightgown with your little elastic under there, and it's just hanging and stuff. So if you want to use it for a nightgown pattern, you sure can. However, it's like I said, I'm sorry, it was hanging all crooked on here. Like I said, this is one of those patterns, the style, that you have to go ahead, make it up, use the right fabric, and then you have to have it on to really appreciate it. But I'm glad I made it. I do want to make it again, the same version. I would make it a little bit longer because I don't mind having 1 or 2 short dresses, but I don't wear all my dresses short like that. Although when you see the pictures, it looks nice. But I like it. I want to try it again, and the next time put the elastic in the bottom of the sleeve also, because there's a version, I think there's a version, yeah, that's like that. I guess this is elastic. Even if it's not, I think I would try it. But I would definitely give myself another inch on the bust. That would be pretty. This is the 12. The next time I might cut the 14 and do a decent 5/8 inch seam like I'm supposed to. So an inch on the bottom of the bust, bodice top. I would do a little bit longer in the waistline, and that's all I really would do. I appreciate how much elastic I use. I don't use that elastic guide that comes in the pattern. I always measure my elastic according to my body. So New Look 6096, it's definitely worth giving it a try. But choose, I think, a challis fabric, something printed would be real pretty out of this. But I do like it. I'm glad I had this belt, because I had this belt and I have shoes this color, which you will see, and I have put on my jewelry. But I'm glad I had that, because this gave it the that it needed. But bodice front and back cut on the fold, skirt front and back cut on the fold. Your sleeves, there's no facings or anything, because for the elastic, the casing is right in the seam line where you put the two pieces together, and for the top you just turned it, turned it over. Of course you want to serge that edge a little bit to make sure it's nice and clean in there, or I turn it under just the little eighth and then turn it under again and run the elastic through. But it looks really, really good. I do appreciate it. And if anybody wants to know what I am wearing, you guys know, you see me a lot. I put on these caftan type dresses. And this Butterick pattern 5725, this is an old pattern. But I be hacking the mess out of this pattern. I use it just because I want the front, even though the front is just, it's not even the one you would choose to hack, but it's the one that I use because it gives me the fullness and stuff. So it's just a simple knit fabric. I've had it for a little while, no pockets or anything, but nice enough to wear around the house and wear outside, run to the store if I want to. So that is it for the day. I really do, again, appreciate you watching. Hit that like button, share my channel, subscribe if you will. But if you like just scrolling through every now and then, seeing what Donna's Things is doing, I really do appreciate it. But when you do, please hit that button, ring that bell, so that you could be notified every time I upload a video. I thank you so much. And we're getting off here right on time because I hear some planes flying around out there. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.